Hey YouTube, long time no talk. I have not recorded in a while and I just wanted to apologize. I would say I have an excuse, but I really don't. I've just been feeling really uninspired, and as someone who drills myself into the ground on things that I like, even when I'm not feeling inspired, definitely not what I want to do to myself in terms of YouTube and makeup. And I feel like things have not been releasing really, so I haven't been as like super hyped for things. And it's been so hot that I haven't been able to even wear makeup that much. So my inspiration has been like, and I didn't want to just continue to do videos when I wasn't feeling inspired. So that's not fair to you guys, and it's really not fair to me, and it's just not fair to the world of wonderful makeup that I love so much. So, you know, you look at pictures of things that are being released for holidays, it's a little hard to not feel inspired, you know? Just saying. Anyway, thanks for kind of understanding. I'm so sorry. I know it's like super considered unprofessional to not continue with content, but this isn't my full-time job. I do this because I have fun, and I mean, I would love it to be my full-time job, but it's obviously, that would be like really far in the future. So for now, like with my job, and things are just changing a lot in my life, and I just didn't want to drill myself into the ground in terms of something that I love. I've done that with other things, and I didn't want to do it with this. So let's jump right into my August favorites. I don't have a lot of favorites for this month. Don't mind my eyebrows. I just don't know what's going on with them lately, okay? But, yeah. This month has been so unbearably hot that I have just been melting 24/7, just pure melting. Like, got my, like, this coffee back here that I make homemade. So good, so good. It's Godiva hazelnut cream. So good. So I don't have that many favorites. This is a very straight to the point, beat the heat kind of favorites video, because I'm not gonna lie, even to work, I was just dusting on powder foundation and mascara and going, because some days the heat index was 112 to 114 degrees. So I am so ready for fall. Fall is my favorite. I just cannot wait. I'm ready to be done with the heat. I'm ready to look like cute again. I've literally spent the entire month of August in smocks, glasses, frowed hair, barely any makeup. It was terrible. Philly is a super temperate climate, but it gets to be like 110 in the summer sometimes feeling, and then it gets to be like 0 in the winter. So there's just, when I say I need a lot of clothes, I need a lot of clothes, because you just never know what it's gonna be. First and foremost, this isn't my last hair video, but I just have to give a shout out to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. I did not really want to put liquid foundation on my face. I didn't want anything heavy on my face. Even BB creams were melting off. So I would just literally, this is like almost full coverage, pack this on my face, put some concealer on and mascara, and walk out the door for the entire month of August. Because when it's just that hot, I can't do anything. I can't wear makeup. I just can't. And I just looked like a hot mess the whole month. I'm just going to tell you that, to be honest. Like, absolutely. Getting in my car, I was melting. So this was great to have on hand. It's like a super full coverage, soft powder foundation that made me not feel like my face was going to come off. I really loved the e.l.f. contour palette, and my reason being is that I wasn't even using it for contouring. This bronzer color right here is like super light. Looks like that. It's like, looks almost orange, but it's actually really pretty on my skin tone. This one is more of a contour color. This one's more of a bronzy color. I've actually really been enjoying that bronzer because my tan lasted for like a day and then it faded, so I went back to a light color bronzer, and this is like super, super pigmented, but it blends really nicely and it's so inexpensive. This is $6. It was just a good find, and like, I like for these that you can like pop these out and replace them, so if I use through this, I can get a new one. Put it in here. Another thing I've really been loving is the Bure Free Your Pores Charcoal Pore Minimizer. I just bought a new one. I'm all out of this one. This is awesome because I do have dry skin, but this takes your makeup off really well, and it's like a super, 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 super gentle exfoliator. So I can use it every day, and it's not like a hardcore exfoliator. There's literally, it's more of like a gel consistency with a very scarce amount of exfoliant in it, so you're not like really abrasively exfoliating. How many times can I say exfoliating in this video? I don't know. And it's like a super, 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 super gentle exfoliator. It washes my makeup off and it just takes the layer of dirt off my skin for the day and makes it so soft. And the reason I know I really like this is I recently just repurchased it and I used it again and I was like, wow, how did I go so long without having this for a couple weeks? The charcoal pore minimizer, because I was using the L'Oreal 360, I was using just regular soap, I was using St. Ives, and my skin just didn't have the same luminosity and smoothness as it did when I was using this. It was dull. I mean, it was also hot, but it was just not as vibrant as it had been. It was much more dull, much more bumpy. I'm like slowly getting rid of the bumps on my chin, but I really, really like this product. Before going to bed, I was loving using my rosebud salve. The smell of this is just so nice. This one's like my melty one. I have another one that's not so melty. I just think that this smells so vintage almost. Like really takes you back. You think you're in like a 1920s film. It's just the perfect smell of rose. And it's like kind of greasy to put on your lips, but it's a nice smooth feeling to put on your lips before you go to bed, as opposed to like Burt's Bees, which burns my lips off. And I feel like everything else just absorbs super fast and then I don't really feel it after a couple minutes. But this, like, you go to bed with this still on your lips and you feel like while you're sleeping, it's really like working its way in to moisturize your lips, you know? Even though my brows are never on fleek, because I'm just gonna tell you, I have really long sparse eyebrow hairs, and I'm bad with brows. I'm just gonna come out and say it. This was in another video. It's the Brow Precise Micro Pencil by Maybelline. This is the best brow product I've ever used from the drugstore. I even think it's better than the Anastasia. It's way better than NYX. Super fine tip to go through. Super fine spoolie. Pigmented. It's just the best thing I have found from the drugstore for eyebrows. Last but not least, something I really wanted to try that everyone's been trying and has been raving about, and I was like, well, I really like it, but I was in the talks for a new concealer. I love it. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, just, it'll cover up everything. You could be awake for a week and this will still make you look amazing. I haven't found an under eye concealer that I've liked in a really long time, and this finally broke my bubble of being like, wow, this is a really good concealer, as opposed to so many others that I'm like, oh, I can still like, did it really do anything? It made it brighter, but it's still blue, or it's super cakey, or it's just not vibrant. This is just like middle between matte, and it's not luminous, but it just flattens it and makes it look like you're a porcelain doll. And it's super full coverage, and it's super awesome. And I really, really, really like it. I think it's awesome. Guys, that is my straight and to the point favorites video. It is so short. I only had 6 things, but like I said, there's just been nothing going on this face all month. The heat's been too much to handle, so everything's been just like put to the wayside. This whole vanity, I don't think I've really sat down at my vanity till today in a really long time. Like, I literally had clothes piled up on this chair and I would just like put stuff on real fast, like standing up in my room before I would go out, as opposed to sitting down. So it feels good to sit back down. And I'm excited for fall to come so I can get back into kicking some makeup on this face, because that's when I feel most myself. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fabulous night. Bye! Horses gone and racing.
Love you.
Love you too. All fits and starts.
Bye.